I'm in Qualicum Beach, just off of Claymore Road. I'm just going down a little path to get to the ENN, looking north, looking south. I'm walking towards the trestle for the Little Qualicum River. The objective is to do some photography and videography in nice evening light, and then stick around and see if I can do some star photography. I was here in February 2019 after there had been a lot of snow. The snow was still all on the ground and was quite frozen, and actually was hard enough to walk on without falling through, but it made it a little bit difficult to do this part of the walk. Much easier now. The snow and ice in February also made it a little bit tricky for walking along on the ties on the trestle, especially because I was there in the early morning. But that's what grippers are for on my boots. This is quite lovely here, with a lot of moss-covered trees along the grade. Coming up to the trestle now. It's always encouraging when I see the guardrails start. And I know I'm almost there. Hopefully the light will be cooperative and I won't have a strong glare that I'm shooting into. Clouds should be helpful. And if I'm lucky, those clouds will give me a nice set of sunset colors later on. This is about 7:45 p.m. Before, when I was working on my series of bridges and trestles on Vancouver Island, everyone was a new one to me. And now I'm into the revisiting things I've already seen. So it's kind of interesting, but always now revisiting in different seasons and, of course, in different light. This one, Little Qualicum River, I've determined I'm calling it a trestle because it's supported by triangular trestle supports. And those are steel supports. And that's supporting a number of deck plate girder spans. And having just recently spent a lot of time on the Port Alberni subdivision with its old wooden trestles, it is nice to see some newer ties in better shape. I like this view. It's really pretty. Unfortunately, the river is running really low because of the drought we've been having this spring. here at the south end, Refuge Bay. And time to look in. Let's check out this north side refuge bay with a nice view. Good thing about these refuge bays is you can step out on them and get a better angle looking back in. I like that. When you find a fabulous angle like this in nice light, you just have to linger and enjoy it. It's really beautiful. And there's some artwork. Coming up to the north end of the trestle structure. Beyond this will be eventually Dunsmuir, and then the big Qualicum River. I saw both of those in the snow in February. I'm not going to see them now. Maybe later on this summer. It's always a little bit curious what's around the corner. Likely just another corner or a straight stretch. I also like to point out the lack of vegetation growing on the right-of-way here. This is really good. And let's turn back south and approach the structure. There's some really lovely trees over here, just nicely covered with moss. I'll zoom in a bit. It's just after 9 p.m. now. The sunset is at 9:24 or something like that, but there's a lot of cloud cover, and so that's making it darker than it seems. And the setting that I'm filming this on right now is really washing out the sky, so you're not really seeing the detail in the cloud. Which brings me to my point, is I'm now set up and I'm doing hopefully some sunset photographs with some nice cloud color on this trestle. I have a choice. Do I want to take a perfectly detailed shot of the trestle showing all the detail of the ties with the sky washed out? Do I want to take a nice shot with the clouds as beautiful as they can be with no trestle visible because it's all dark? Or do I compromise? And of course I compromise. And I don't do composites. So on a single shot, I have to decide sometimes, what do I want to do? And it's tough to decide that, you know what, I'm sacrificing some of the trestle quality in order for the sky, but too many times I do that because the focus of the photograph is to show the detail of the railway structure. I've done that already. Now I can have fun and just focus on the beauty of the sky with some trestle included, even if it's not perfect. It's just a bunch of give and take. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for a bit more color to arrive in the sky. It's just me and the crows and the river. Sure is beautiful. Just really like that color. It's about 9:30. Sunsets happened, but there was no color show. And this is what the clouds are like. So one of those things where there's so much cloud that not only was there not a color show for sunset, but there's not going to be much in the way of stars visible, if at all. So I just get to hang out, to be stubborn a little bit, maybe to play with my lantern once it gets dark. And now it's after 10 p.m. It's a nice lit up sky, but not colored, in the west. And I'm still playing on the trestle. You can't see much when I go down to the water, but here I am. Get to see what the sky is like, and when it darkens a bit more, I'll get my lantern out.